I'm Ted Keys, your host and top freight agent training expert here in Southern California. This topic comes from my 30 plus years of business, sales, and freight moving success. Watch, learn, and apply it. You'll move more freight efficiently, effectively, effortlessly, and make more money financially. And call me at 626-309-9141 with any questions. Now explode your business with...
Hello and welcome again to my Tuesday training call. I'm Ted Keys, your host and top freight agent, freight broker training expert here in Southern California. Today I'll show you how to move more freight efficiently, effectively, and effortlessly so you make more money financially. And after the call today, go to my website, tedkeysonline.com, to hear more of my podcasts, read more of my blog posts, watch more of my videos, and while you're there, visit my Freight Sales Success Store for top-notch freight moving products to explode your business today. And if you have any questions today, any questions regardless of what it is, or specifically, are you ready for my top producing one-on-one personal freight sales, freight broker training, then give me a call, Ted Keys. I'm at 626-309-9141. Today's training topic is freight loads explode after you change this. Your freight loads explode after changing this. So for those of you that have received my invite today to get on my call, just scroll down to any one of those invites that I sent you today. Scroll down, open the attachments. If you haven't already, print those out. And we're going to go over those attachments. Those attachments are free. I provide them on each and every call that I do. Just go ahead and print them out. If you are on the call today and you don't have those attachments, the best way to get them is just to go to my website behind me here, tedkeysonline.com. Go to any one of my pages, and in the upper right hand corner, just enter your contact details. That will get you on my contact list, and that will give you an invite to each and every call every Tuesday afternoon. However, let's go ahead and talk about today. Freight loads explode after changing this. Freight loads explode after changing this. What exactly am I talking about when I say this? Well, what I'm talking about today, my topic today, is about the words that we speak. The words that we speak. That's what basically this means. It's not really this, it's these. Your freight loads explode after you change, or certainly after you improve on these. And that is, in a nutshell, in the purest form, it's the words that we speak. Let me ask you this: do you use high energy or low energy words? Let me ask you again: do you use high energy or low energy words? Well, if you don't know what that means, let me give you an example. Recently, I walked into church and there was an individual that said, "Ted, how's it going?" Again, they just said, "Ted, how's it going?" Now, before I even got a word out of my mouth, they came back to me before I even said anything, and they said, "Let me guess, awesome." Why would they say that? Well, they said that because they've asked me that question before. "Ted, how's it going?" How did I respond? I responded by saying, "Awesome. Awesome." Now, they already knew that I was going to say awesome. Why is that? Because they've asked me that question before, and I've responded with that one word before. That is a high energy word. Now, if they had come back to me and said, "Ted, how's it going?" and I came back with, "Okay," guess what? That is a low energy word. That's a low energy word. So let me ask you this. When you're speaking to your freight prospects and your freight customers, what do you suppose that they react better to? Do they react better to a high energy word like awesome? "Hey Ted, how's it going today?" Awesome. Or, "Hey Ted, how's it going today? How was your weekend?" And I came back with, "Okay." I mean, really, what words or what level of energy do you feel that it's going to keep them to stay on the line with you? The better words to use in this situation are high energy words. I mean, when you show somebody that you are of high energy, that means that you're a doer. I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, think of Winnie the Pooh and that one character, that mule, or if we want to call him a mule, or whatever type of animal it was. It certainly looked like a mule, called Eeyore. Every time Eeyore was asked a question, it was basically, I don't know. How's it, yeah, okay. It was basically low-level words that really did not get him anywhere. And really, it came from Eeyore's attitude, why he acted that way. So, let me ask you another question. Do you ever get my emails that I send out? Emails just to get on this call today. Why do you suppose I use so many exclamation points in my emails? It's because my goal is to be high energy. When I show you that I'm high energy, that's what's going to allow you to say, hey, I want to see what this guy has to say, because he is high energy. That's why I use a lot of exclamation points in my emails. And the purpose is to sound like I'm excited, Let me ask you some questions here. Do these phrases, again, these are in your attachments that I sent you today, do these phrases, any of these phrases sound familiar? Any of these sounds familiar? How are you doing? And then the response that either you say or somebody comes back to you with is good. Let me ask you another one. How's your business? It's okay. How was your weekend? It's the same old, same old. Hey, what's been going on? Nothing much. Have you met anyone lately? Not really. How are you what are you doing this weekend? Nothing special. What do you think of the weather? This one always gets me, because in reality it doesn't matter. The weather is going to happen regardless of, what type of attitude you're in. But typically, what do you think about the weather? It sucks. Let me ask you this. Are those high energy responses? I mean, if your prospect asks you questions like that, do you feel that they're going to stay on the line with you when you come back with something like, it's okay, or just good, or nothing much, not really? Let me ask you another question, something that I typically would ask a freight agent of ours on our team. Are you building your contact list? Let me ask you again. Are you building your contact list? Typically, the response I get is, I'm trying. Well, do you really feel that trying is going to get you anywhere? And let me ask you this. Would any of you get on the call today if I acted with all these low energy responses? No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't get on the call today. Why? Because in reality, what I'm thinking is what's coming out of my mouth. If I'm talking to you in a low energy form of mind, that's basically what I'm thinking. I'm not going to get any followers or get anybody on my call, or actually get anybody on our freight team if I talked like that. It's just not going to happen. These questions and their answers, they are mundane. Wouldn't you agree with me? They're pretty mundane, overall. When people ask or answer like this, do you get excited? You're going to get excited when I talk like this, when I ask questions like this, or give answers like this? I mean, I certainly wouldn't. Why? Because successful freight brokers and successful freight agents, they just don't talk like this. They talk with a high level of energy and not a low level of energy. Think about it. If you're struggling right now in your freight sales, freight broker, freight agent business, think about the words that you say or the words that you express, not only to me, but to your prospects and your customers. Really think about that. Do you really feel that they want to respond to the words that you're using with them? Every day you make a choice to answer these types of questions in a certain way because you think about them in that certain way. If you're responding with these low energy words, that's the way you're thinking. That's what's going on in your mind, because Whatever comes out here is the result of what we're thinking in here. Let me ask you something, or basically let me tell you something. If this is how you talk to your freight prospects, if this is how you talk to your freight customers, stop it right now. Stop it right now, change direction, and start learning how to use high energy words. If not learning, just say it. It is a learning process and it is a skill, but if you're down here, you better put some energy into the words you use or nobody is going to talk to you. Nobody's going to pay attention to you unless you want to deal with another Eeyore on the phone who's looking for the cheapest price on every load that they move. What if you only thought with success? Let me ask you again. What if you thought with a success mindset? What if you only thought in a positive way that kept you pushing harder and harder, even after your big freight wins? You see, I want adventure in my life. I want adventure in my life. Therefore, I'm going to speak with an adventurous tone. Okay? How about you? I mean, really think about it. How are you speaking, not only to your prospects, to your customers, but how are you talking to those around you? Really think about it. I mean, let's go back to the church example that I explained earlier. I mean, that's an example of where I'm talking with a high level of energy, not totally separate from my business here. I do that everywhere. Everywhere somebody wants to talk to me, hey, my level of energy is up here. And in reality, sometimes it's too high, because when you're too high and somebody is down here, they're going to want to avoid you. Okay, so you have to pay attention to that as well. But I will say this, I would much rather be way up here with a high level of energy, asking high quality questions, than be down here, because again, what comes out here is a result of what I'm thinking in there. So my main point on my topic today is this. How you think causes what you to say, and what you say is what you do, and what you do creates production or lack of. Let me say that again. How you think causes you what to say, and what you say is what you do, and what you do creates production or lack of production. If you're thinking way down here, guess where your level of production is going to be? It's going to be down here. If you're thinking up here where you've set high goals, trust me, your actions and the words that come out of your mouth will be at the same level of the goals that you set up here. So what comes out here is going to be the result of the goals that you set and the production that you're actually, what you're producing right now. What's interesting is when you start making a lot of money, more than you ever have before, life doesn't seem so mundane anymore. Let me say that again. What's interesting is when you start making a lot of money, more than you've ever made before, life is not mundane anymore. When you start making and when you start doubling your income as a freight sales agent or a freight sales broker, you will not live a mundane life anymore. Why? Because your production now is equal with your way of thinking. In order to double your income, guys, you've got to be thinking way up here, and you've got to be acting way up here, and you've got to be talking way up there. That's what produces, that's what happens when you double and multiply your income. You've got to shift your whole mindset to be thinking way up here. And if you're thinking way down here, well, guess what? Your income is going to be reminiscent of the way that you're thinking. Are you ready for some new adventure? Are you ready to raise your level of words and the words that you use? You have nothing to lose and everything to gain by changing the way you think and speak. And then you'll be the most exciting person in the room. That's your goal. Your goal is to always be up here and not down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you open that third attachment that I provided. Just go ahead and open that third attachment. And this attachment you will find in my Freight Sales Success Guide. You're going to find this in my Freight Sales Success Guide. What is it? Page 39. It's what I call word choice. Again, you'll find this in my Freight Sales Success Guide. If you don't have it yet, go to tedkeysonline.com to my Freight Sales Success store. That second product will be the Freight Sales Success Guide. Go ahead and purchase that. If you don't see anything else in there of value, which you will, if anything, go to page 39 and focus on what we're talking about today. And let's talk about word choice. Let's talk about the words that you shouldn't use and the words that you should use. Let's go ahead and go over that. Let's talk about what's in that left column. That left column I've titled words to avoid. The right column, equidistant from the left column, I've talked about words for success. So words to avoid. First one is there, I'm sorry. Now, if you're truly sorry, all right, then be sorry about it. But if there's one word that's thrown around way too much in our culture and society now, it's the word sorry. And the thing is, when most people say it, they're not sorry. Why? Because they keep repeating the same habit that they do. When you're truly sorry about something, you're going to stop doing what it is that you're sorry about. So stop using that word, all right? Stop using I'm sorry. Fix it up, replace it with, and basically the first word for success is stop apologizing, all right? When you stop apologizing, you'll stop being sorry. And when you stop being sorry, you'll stop doing what it is that you keep repeating that gets you into trouble. So that's the first example. The second example is this, to tell the truth. To tell the truth. How often do you hear people say to tell the truth? Well, what are you going to replace it with? You're going to replace that with the truth is, which is the same as number 3. How often do you hear people say to be honest? If you ask me, when somebody tells that to me, I expect them to be honest with me. So why would you even say to be honest? Is that because you're attempting to lie to me? I mean, really think about it. When somebody says to you, to be honest, why should they even say that? Shouldn't you expect them to be honest in the first place? Even if you use it, even if you're about to use it, replace that again with the truth is. This is what the truth is, all right? You're just coming out with the truth. You don't have to clarify it first by saying, to be honest. The fourth thing, I might or I may. I might or I may, again, think of all the conversations that you have with individuals throughout your day and how many say, I might do that or I may do that. Well, if this is you, back it up with I will. I will be doing that. I will do that. Next one, maybe. How often do you hear people say maybe? Maybe this will happen. Maybe I'll do that. Back it up with or change that to really. I really will do this. Because when you say these things, when you say these words, not only are you saying them, but you're clarifying in your mind that you're going to make this happen. When somebody says to you, are you going to pick up that load for me tomorrow? Yes, I will pick up that load for you tomorrow. I will pick it up. Really, I will pick it up. Do you have it covered yet? No. But when you clarify that you will actually do something, that's going to kick an order up here to get on the phone, to look at all the DAT matches on our LDI freight load board, whatever it is that you have to do to get that load covered. Next one, probably. How often do you hear that from the conversations that you have every day? Switch it with definitely. Next one, possibly. I'll possibly do that. Well, stop using that word possibly and change it with absolutely. Next one, I'll try. All right, get rid of I'll try and replace it with I'll do. I mean, if you really feel that you will do it, that you've got to do it, why even try doing it? Just go ahead and do it. Next one, I'm trying. How often, just like I asked before, how's it going building your contact list? I get so tired of hearing the words I'm trying. Switch those with I'm doing. I am building my contact list. The next one, okay. How often do you hear that in your conversations throughout the day? Okay. Do you really feel that your prospect, your freight prospect, wants to hear these low-level words that I'm talking about to avoid? Do you think that that's going to get you on their freight list? I mean, really think about it. Replace okay with yes or absolutely. So instead, when they ask you, hey, I've got a load for you to cover from point A to point B, can you get it done for me? Without even having a truck, yes, absolutely. Not I'll try to get a truck, but yes, I absolutely have a truck for you. Are you hoping? Well, stop hoping and actually start doing. Again, think of how often you hear that word hope, hoping, hopefully. Replace it with I'll do it, I'm doing. Hopefully, same thing. Replace it with actually, I'm actually getting it done. Next one, help. Replace that with assist. I will assist you in getting that done. Please assist me with this requirement. Please assist me, whoever it is you're talking to. Replace help with assist. Next one, I need. Replace need with I require. I don't need anything, I require, meaning I have to have this. Next one, could be, should be. Replace it with will be. All right? Next example down there, well. Do you think you're going to get the attention of your freight prospect when you come by with, well, gee, what is my name? My name's Ted, I'm with, gee, who am I with? Logistic Dynamics. That's not going to get you through to the shipping decision maker. And even when it does, that's not going to keep you on the phone very long. Replace that with will be, okay? I take it back. Replace that with yes or exactly. I think, replace with I know. Even if you don't know, say that you know. I can't. Replace it with I can. Last one down there, I want. Replace that with I have. And that one last line down there, feel free to add your words to this list at any time. Again, these words are just the start of low-level words, getting rid of them to use words for success. Great topic today. Again, that topic is freight loads explode after you change this. And again, they really explode after you change the words that you use. Great talking today on my Tuesday training call. Any questions today? Give me a call, 626-309-9141. It's been a pleasure having you today on my Tuesday training call. I'll see you all again next week. Same time, 2 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Eastern time on my Tuesday training call. Take care. God bless. I'll see you all again next week on my Tuesday training call. Bye-bye.
When you arrive at my Freight Sales Success Store today, you'll see a host of products available there for purchase. First one you'll see available is my flagship product. That is my Freight Sales Success Guide, typically for beginner and struggling freight agents. If you're searching for that daily motivation to set goals, to achieve them, to pick up the phone daily and connect and build relationships with the marketplace, then opt for my Freight Sales Success Quotes. And if you're searching for those specific skills, and there are many skills, many individual skills required to be successful in this profession, then opt for my Freight Sales Success Skill. I highly recommend each one of these products, available for purchase today in my Freight Sales Success Store. Do you have any questions again? Do you have any questions about today's call? Or more importantly, are you ready for my top producing one-on-one personal freight sales, freight broker training? Then give me, Ted Keys, a call. I'm at 626-309-9141. Great topic for today. Take these skills, apply them. You'll be amazed at what happens to your results.